A very quick video on Lisanthus. So I planted these on the 7th of February 2024, and I've got two different varieties, and the story is a million times told, I'm sure. The seeds were so fine and they were covered in like this chalk, and unfortunately by the time I opened the packet, all the chalk around the seed had disintegrated into crumbs. So I didn't know what was seed and what was chalk, and I was pretty dismayed because I'd obviously heard a lot about how difficult Lisanthus are to grow. While I was looking, you can see here, I think these are in fact the original seeds in their little chalk pellets. I've only just noticed that because look how round they are. But also look how tiny they are. So I'm going to push those in a little bit more so they have better contact. There's the other one there, look. I don't know whether you're supposed to cover them, I can't remember from the packet now. Let's see if we can't give that another go. So, using my typical compost mix, which is compost, really good quality compost with sand, just chucked it on the surface, and to hope for the best, I've kept it warm. I've kept it on a heat mat and under these lights here. And finally, I have two bits of green. I literally yesterday was thinking, you know, I could be putting better things under this. This whole tray is taking up so much space. I don't have a lot of space under lights and heat mats. I literally have two heat mats, very small, and these are the only grow lights I bought from Amazon. The rest of these cheapo ones here that I've shown you in another video, actually these are really good, so I am actually going to do more of these because they're so cheap. It's just not even worth buying these. Anyhow, sidetracked. I was about just thinking, should I just get rid of them? That obviously because the seeds were already kind of potentially, I lost them. I don't even know where I put them on the soil. I thought, shall I just get rid of them? But look at this. I should shine a heavenly light on that one. And I do. I just noticed. And it's so small, I actually cannot find it again. See if you can see it. Where's Wally? Where's the Lisanthus seed that has germinated? By the way, I found it. So there's the first one there. And here is the second one. So tiny. There. So I'm going to have two. Amazing. Alright, before I finish this video, I just wanted to show you this recipe. I made this last night. It is best if you make it the night before and add the chocolate later, because it allows the caramel to firm up. But as you know, this is Millionaire Shortbread. This is a recipe I submitted when I was a child to our little infant school cookery book, junior school. And it was my mum's recipe, and I have even used this at farmers markets and in a cafe when I worked, when I was before I went to university. And it's a great traditional recipe for millionaires shortbread, much better than those rubbishy, thin, sugary, salty things you get in the shops. And as you can see, you can cut it nicely into smaller shapes without the whole thing squishing about. Don't do this with a fork though. The fork will squash it. Use a knife. And there you see a nice thick layer of caramel. The shortbread is chewy and golden and melt in the mouth, and is just, perfect. I use milk chocolate because that's what my children prefer. And as you can see, nice crumbly golden shortbread on the bottom. Melt in the mouth. So yeah, don't cut it with a fork. It won't cut with a fork, but it's nice and soft. It's nice and soft, and you can see it holds its shape, and you can eat it without making a big mess. The recipe for this, is what I was going to get to, is available on Amazon. I did it years and years ago, so it's a strange format, olden style, and I will update it. But the recipe, I actually used the recipe myself because I didn't know where my copy was. So I got my Kindle out and I just thought, you know what, I might as well just double check this recipe, because I was getting a bit paranoid that maybe I didn't get it right, even when I've checked it a bazillion times. So I cooked straight from the recipe from Amazon on my Kindle. I cooked it as per the instructions, and as you can see, this is how it came out. As I said, don't try and cut it with a fork. A fork is just too blunt. But here you can see nice gooey caramel, and yeah, it's delicious. It's a proper traditional English recipe for millionaire shortbread. So if you fancy that, I'll put the links below, and it's available internationally, almost every country, because it's just a download. And if you have any questions about the recipe, just let me know in the comments and I'll answer.